It's the Cocktail 615, baby.
Yeah. What's up? It's the Cocktail 615. It's your boy Trey. I am here still in the relationship series. I got one of my good friends here with me today. Man, I've been knowing this lady for 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years. 2001. Met her at Tennessee State University. We've been friends ever since. She is I won't say loyal, but she listens to the show, and she's been trying to get on probably for 10 years. But no, however long I've been recording, she's been trying to, we've been missing each other, but we're here now. So what I want to do now is create the baseline that I always do, so the people that are listening to you can kind of gauge where you are in life and how your perspective is based on the questions that we have, okay? So what is your age?
37, but I'll be 38 in May.
Okay. What is your race?
I am Black.
Okay. What is your current relationship status?
I am married.
Okay. And what is your sexual orientation?
I am straight.
Okay.
Heterosexual. I like men.
Okay. All right. Are you currently sexually active?
I would have to be if I'm married.
No, that's wrong. That's not true. That's not true. But we'll get to that. How many exclusive adult relationships have you had? And we can go back from the age of 18 if you want.
Oh, wow.
Exclusive adult relationships. And I'm going to reference this number throughout this exercise. So I need you to be very specific.
Very specific. Right. So relationships as in that I wasn't dating anyone else?
Right.
Okay. So honestly, since the age of 18, I would say about six.
Okay. And are you currently still friends with these people, or maybe one or two, or
maybe one or two?
Okay. All right. And do you have any children?
Yes, I have 2 children.
Okay. So tell me about a moment that if you could go back in time, if you had a DeLorean, if you could go back in time and change it, what is a moment in your relationship past that you would like to go back and change and do differently?
So I wouldn't change anything because I have my whole everything that I've done has been epic. So no, I'm not going to change anything.
Okay.
But I would do some do-overs. Not do-overs, but when I saw signs of stuff that was happening, I should have just listened.
Yeah, red flags, yeah.
Red flags, right.
Yeah.
But I dated this one guy who was basically just bad. I'm friends with him now.
Okay.
We're friends, and I have forgiven him, and we've talked about some of the things that happened in our relationship.
Right. And
now we're just friends. But yeah, he still, if I gave him a chance, he probably would try to holler again.
Okay, all right. What are your feelings on side pieces? Have you ever had a side piece?
Side pieces. If you're gonna have one, they need to learn to stay in their lane. Okay. So that's just one thing in general. Right. I myself have never had a side piece.
Okay. Not while you're married, but
even when I dated, I was always faithful. Okay. And that's always been my gear. If I'm gonna be in a relationship with somebody, I am in that relationship. Mm-hmm. That's just been me. I'm not a cheater. I can't cheat. I start stumbling when I'm lying. So no.
Okay. All right. Would you rather be on the beach with a significant other or a strip club with a significant other?
Give me them big booty hoes any day, hey.
Really? So is that something that you've done before?
You want to hear something funny? Me and my husband's first date was at Pinups here in Georgia.
Really? So
yes.
So how did that come about? Tell me that story.
I like strippers.
Okay.
I am straight, but I like female anatomy. I think the women's bodies are gorgeous.
Yes, they are.
And I like butts.
Okay.
So, and I'm looking at everybody's butt, whether it's a man or a woman. So.
I got you.
So, it was a double date. We went to Pinups, and he kept ordering me lap dances, and the stripper kept telling me I like girls, and I was like, nah. I'm good.
Okay, so did you ask him to go to pinups, or he asked you to go to pinups?
I think it was my idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. What is the most romantic thing you have done for someone?
The most romantic thing?
The most romantic thing that you feel.
Oh my God. I don't know. I'm not romantic. So I always consider myself somewhat of I don't know, because I guess, I don't know.
You don't know?
I honestly can't answer that question because I don't think that anything that I've done has been like, oh my God, that is so romantic or that is so sweet or anything like that. But I mean, I think I bought somebody a Doug Flutie jersey back in the day.
Yeah.
And surprised them with it. And that's about it.
What is something you learned is a deal breaker through a previous relationship?
Deal breakers.
Yeah.
Number one, if you can't show me respect, that's a deal breaker. Point blank, period. That means that you're not getting no respect, and that's definitely a deal breaker.
Okay.
You gotta have respect for the other person, and that's not just them as a person, but like their feelings.
Yeah. What is your greatest strength as a significant other?
Ooh, that's a good one because I feel like I have lots of strengths, but I would say my greatest one is that no matter what the situation, I'm gonna love you throughout the, like if you're mad at me, the next day I'm just gonna let it go and then try to push forward. I feel like my greatest strength is that, like, forgiveness.
Yeah.
And being able to let bygones be bygones and move forward. Yeah. See, I'm definitely not like that because, I hold grudges, man. What I did, because I feel like most of the time it's my fault because I know I caused it. Right.
Okay. What responsibilities do you take on when you are dating someone? Not being a married woman, but when you are dating someone, what responsibilities do you take on? I want to hear this. Responsibilities, right? Because men are held to a standard from other men that women have made, their fathers, their other boyfriends that treated them good. And so you're held to those standards. Right? Oh, a man is supposed to do. A man is supposed to.
No. I don't do that.
Okay.
And the reason why, because like I said, like before I got married, I dated every kind of guy. Like there was not one type that I had.
You didn't have a type, yeah.
I didn't have a type, and I think the reason why I don't think I do that or to people in general is because I want people to be themselves.
Are you an optimist, a pessimist, or a realist?
I'm a realist.
Realist, yeah. Now, do you think it's important for your counterparts or in relationships in general for there to be two realists, two pessimists, you see what I'm saying? It's like, if I'm a realist, it's like, I don't think that I could really get down with somebody who's, a pessimist. It's like, come on, man. We not seeing eye to eye. Or if I'm a pessimist, I can't see or be with somebody who's an optimist.
But you can, because there's always compromise. But I feel like in my relationship now, I think we're both two realists.
Okay.
So it kind of works out.
Yeah. Are you a, quote, go with the flow type, or do you have rules for sexual interaction, aka 90-day Steve Harvey rule?
I'm gonna go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
And I'm gonna go with the flow.
And what does that look like, though? What does that look like? What does the flow look like?
What does the flow look like?
Yeah.
I mean, the flow could be anything. The flow could be like, hey, like, so.
Yeah, tell me what the flow looks like.
Let's see. So, I mean, because I feel like I'm a fun person. So, go with the flow is like, I'm up for anything. Like, basically. I'm up for anything. Hey, I could call you up. Be like, hey, what's up? What you doing? I'm in town. Let me come see you. Oh, what we gonna do? Oh, nothing. Let's just go and take a walk or a stroll. And then, bam. Hey, we outside doing some stuff.
Do you recognize any drawbacks of monogamous relationships?
Any drawbacks?
Yeah.
Again,
monogamy is.
But so I really feel like monogamy, though. You gotta be ready for it. You gotta be ready for it. And I always tell people, like, if that's what you want, that's what you choose, then you gotta be ready for it. So when your husband's like, yeah, let's go, then you gotta be ready to go.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man.
I mean, it's not for everybody. That's for sure. That is so for sure. It's not for everybody. And I keep telling people it's not for sissies. Like, you can't be weak and be married. Like, 'cause y'all go through a lot.
Yeah.
And then I didn't get married young, but I was young enough, and we still had to learn and we're still learning who we are. But yes, monogamy, I definitely am a big fan of monogamy.
How was your relationship with your family, mother, dad, etc.?
So, I already told you that I was raised in a single household with just my mom. My dad lived in Cincinnati my whole life. Before he passed away, was it been 4 years ago? Our relationship was getting better. Me and my mom, we like this.
Yeah,
she lives 11 minutes away from me.
Yeah.
11 minutes away. I love my family. I'm in Tennessee anytime I get the chance to be.
Yeah.
But just during COVID, I don't want to, because I'm out there in the public. I don't want to spread that to my family members.
Yeah. You gotta be safe.
Yeah. Gotta be safe. Mask up.
Yeah.
I love my family. Like, I'm really close to my family, and even my in-laws, I love them to death too. So my husband be the one be like, let's go. I'm ready to go. I'm like, all right, we drove 2 cars. You drive home.
Right.
I'll stay here.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you think it's important for, in relationships, for that to be equally yoked, right? If I didn't have a relationship with any of my family, like maybe I'm an orphan, maybe I was adopted, whatever. But do you think that it's important for your counterpart to have a like-minded relationship with their family in order for you all to coexist well?
Well, they got to have some kind of relationship with them. But if you don't know your family, you don't know your family. However, my husband's a little strange. It's okay though.
Yeah.
He's a little strange because, like I said, after a while, he's like, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. And I'm like, no, I want to stay. Me and the kids don't stay. You go home. Right. We're going to stay here for the night.
Yeah.
But, I feel like family's a big thing because I came from a big family. We actually all lived in one house at one time together.
Yeah.
So before I even moved from Tennessee to Georgia. Yeah. So, family's everything for me.
Talk about a time when you lost control, acted out of character in a relationship.
Okay. So we're going to go back to that shitty relationship I was in, right?
There we go. Way back.
All right. So let me get comfortable for this,
Sit up in the chair.
You got to get up for this. Okay. Right. So I dated this guy for 3 years. 3 years.
Wow.
Every chance he got, he cheated on me. Point blank period, from the very beginning. This is in the days of MySpace, okay?
Oh my goodness. Goodness.
It started real, just red flags I should have known, because he had all these pictures of popping up with these girls, and I was like, okay, those, I guess they just friends or whatever, and didn't even think nothing of it. But then things started happening, and then this one girl, saw her comment, liking on all these pictures, dropping, just showing your page some love, boo. Those little flashy things or whatever they say.
I got you.
she just kept doing it all the time. And I was like, wait, what is going on?
Right.
And then I realized the girl didn't even live in our same state. So I was like, all right, whatever. She ain't no competition. This ain't no comp. I'm good. Like, I'm here, even though I live an hour away from her, but an hour ain't nothing but what we do every day here in Georgia.
Right,
anyway.
right.
So I was like, all right, well, I ain't think nothing of it. But then I started noticing things, like really strange things. Like this dude, okay, first of all, I shouldn't have never dated him because he ain't had no job.
Jesus.
So
What responsibilities do you take on? You need a fucking job.
But you know, hey, I mean, you should have some kind of
right to make ends meet.
Something.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but he just would screw me over every chance I got. Like he would go, like the girl flew him out to Minnesota. Like flew him out there to Minnesota.
Right.
And then so he was like, "No, I'm not going to Minnesota. I got this modeling gig and whatever."
Okay. In Minnesota.
In Minnesota, right.
So how did you lose control based on that though? Because I want to keep you on the.
Let me get to the story.
Okay. Oh, my bad.
So listen. So I know that was just one story leading up to me losing control. So that's just saying that he cheated on me every single time he got a chance to.
Got it.
And when a para and fat would come in the picture, well, nah, because he didn't discriminate.
Okay,
yeah. Anyway, so so basically, what happened was one night. So he actually got this girl pregnant while we were together. And I was already mean to him because of Mr. Brooklyn. Because I just felt like we was gonna get back together and it was gonna be something, right? But I would say things to him like, "Don't get replaced." That's rough, right?
That's super rough. That's
super rough.
Ain't no coming back from that. Ain't no coming back.
But it's okay.
Okay.
But like I would say, don't get replaced because I've had somebody told me that, and that's where I got it from because somebody told me that don't get replaced. And so I would tell him that just because he would do stuff, and I was like, don't get replaced. So one night, the girl that he got pregnant, I kind of uncovered, did a whole bunch of unraveling, and did some MySpace stalking and some Facebook stalking, and figured out the girl's phone number, where she worked, and we called her. Well, this ain't the first time I came out of character with this knucklehead. So we called her. She didn't answer the phone, whatever. So later that night, I called him. He wasn't answering the phone. He wasn't answering. I was like, oh, what is this? What's going on? He was like, so finally he answered the phone. So I was like, where are you? He was like, why are you tripping? I was like, I'm not tripping, but you acting real shady. So he didn't like the way I was talking. I didn't whatever. It blew up into an argument.
Sure.
And I was like, basically he was choosing this girl over me.
Right.
And I, yelling and screaming, telling him fuck her. She not doing shit for you. Fuck her. And then at this point, I'm still living with my mom. So she comes out the room trying to figure out what's going on.
Sure.
And she's like, "What? Who are you talking to?" So I'm telling her the whole gist of what's going on. So I'm like, "Fuck this! I'm going down there." So I grab my pink bat and I hop in my Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
With the gold BBSs. And I'm headed down the road. Don't want to say who that person is.
Right.
Headed up north to North Georgia. And I'm zooming, and my mom's in the car next to me, you don't need to do this. Get him. This is not worth it. You don't know what's gonna happen when you get down here.
Right.
You don't know, but I'm this girl's already talking trash. She done called my phone back and talking.
You're up to here. You're up to here with the shit.
I'm no, we about to blow. I'm about to fuck him up, and I'm about to fuck her up. This is not going down.
Right.
Because I'm hot tempered, I'm a Taurus to every sense of the word. I give you this much, and I let it build up, and then it gets up, and then I think I'm about here now. So I get halfway there, and my mom was like, she's like, he ain't worth it. And I was like, you know what? You right.
Have you ever sent nudes of yourself? Nudes.
Absolutely.
Jesus.
Absolutely.
Oh man. So how do you get to that point? Like, what is it something, how do you feel about a person in order for you to pull out your phone, you know what I'm saying, or have somebody take pictures of you?
No, you take the pictures yourself.
Okay.
Like, it's one of those things that, you know what, as a matter of fact, I actually, like, my husband, every once in a while, I'll send him a nice little ass shot, and then he's like, yeah, I'm coming home, yeah, woo!
You got to do that every now and then.
Every now and then, or, you know, do something off the wall he ain't expecting, but you gotta forewarn them about the text.
Have you been able to accomplish all of your sexual fantasies?
Been able to accomplish all of my sexual fantasies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Haven't had sex in the airplane yet, so no.
The Mile High Club.
But that's not really my thing. But I don't really. So I would say that I'm sexually advanced, but I don't think I just sit and have fantasies about what I want to do. Like, because I'm like, let's go for it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It is surprising that, and through this whole relationship series, that a lot of married people have not been able to fulfill all of their sexual fantasies, and especially when they're talking about their significant others, because they don't want to share those fantasies and make them appear to
feel
be
uncomfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
Make them appear to be like, oh man, you ain't doing this, you ain't
weird.
doing
We ain't
right.
doing that. Nah, bruh.
Yeah.
Nah. I do have some hold offs that I gotta put a we can't do that.
What's up? It's your boy Trey. Thanks for tuning in to the Cocktail 615.